Hey everyone, Token Dave over here. The dorky token black guy is just trying to get by. I am waiting for the bus at work, and I just figured, why don't I just do this impromptu ADD/ADHD rant. Now, this is my first one on YouTube, so for those that don't know, my ADHD rants are just me spouting off a rant on various topics and rumors that I've heard regarding things of my interest. Before I do this, I want to give a couple of shout outs. One, I want to give a shout out to Red Ace of Red Ace Productions, who's been a bit of a not a guide, but someone that helps consult and helps gives some good advice and everything. So thanks, Red Ace. I also want to thank Trish P and everything. She's actually someone that just found out I'm doing this, and she's doing a lot to help spread the word out. So Trish, I want to thank you as well. I also want to thank one of my Facebook friends, Mark Bruckner, who is frequently the more frequent person that's watched my videos from Facebook and on YouTube. In addition, I also want to thank Mr. H Reviews, who's gotten me into reading Judge Dredd. I just finished, Judge Dredd Complete Case Files #2, and man, I've so overlooked this person and everything, this character and all. And I actually want to thank Brendan Tilden, who's the first person that responded to one of my tweets and everything, and he's actually the first external person to subscribe to me, so I want to thank him. And finally, I want to thank Awesome Walter for Channel Awesome, because he just recently did a video that I kind of disagreed with, but he responded to me fairly quick, and we had a civil and disagreement but conversation, and I'm really glad that he was such a good sport about this. Alright guys, so let's start with this. I'm not going to mention music too much because I'm really out of the loop, but my favorite genre of music is actually metal. And this has been a couple of weeks old, but it still leaves a terrible taste in my mouth that one of the best rock artists of all time, Gene Simmons, was trying to be a dick and basically trademark the devil horns and everything. Number one, it's just a hand gesture, so it's dumb to try to trademark it. But number two, Gene was not the one that made it famous. Ronnie James Dio, former lead singer of Black Sabbath and awesome metal artist who is sadly no longer with us, he made the devil horns popular and everything. And so it was a dumb idea for Gene to do this, and Gene's been a bit of a douche as of late for the past couple of years. And to top it off, I'm happy that he didn't follow through with it, but I was hoping that some of Ronnie James Dio estate would probably sue Gene for that, and maybe he stopped because of the backlash, but it was just a dumb idea from a rock artist who, I hate to say this, is becoming a major dick as of late and everything, so yeah, bad idea around. And Gene, come on man, I'm a fan, you got other fans, we all have our douche moves once in a while, but it's becoming more frequent with you. You got the money, you got the fame, you still got this prestige, stop. Speaking of bad ideas, the DCEU was floating about a bad idea for the Suicide Squad 2 movie. Apparently, they wanted Mel Gibson, of all people, to direct it. Now, this is nothing against Mel Gibson as a director, because it's clear that he's a phenomenal director and everything. And while people are still pissed about him with his anti-Semitic actions and everything, and sexist comments, which I fully understand, being a person of color, you can't knock the guy for being a director. But directing a comic book movie, and he himself is not a fan of comics, and he's bashed comic book movies in the past, yeah, terrible idea, Warner Brothers, but, you know, it didn't pan out. You guys didn't follow through, so big ups on that. Another big up is the fact that, like, you know, you guys did an awesome job with Wonder Woman. You know, Wonder Woman is like the best DCEU movie, and while I haven't reviewed it on YouTube yet, I did review it on my personal and my group page, so, like, if you want to see that review, just hit the link below and everything, you know, and they're definitely doing a sequel, and rumor has it that this sequel is going to be set during the Cold War and everything. More like the end of the Cold War in the 80s, which, you know, I think is a perfectly good idea, primarily because basically it was in the 80s that we actually had, like, Wonder Woman having a major reboot and everything, which that reboot was something that not only that I'm very familiar with, but it is the inspiration for the Wonder Woman movie and everything, with the storyline of, like, you know, gods and mortals. So that's a good idea, and, like, you know, rumor has it that Steve Trevor will be back, which that does not sound that much like a good idea and everything, because it sounds like they're trying to follow something that Captain America did with Bucky and everything, both in the comics and the MCU, so that part is not a good idea and everything, but hope that's just a rumor. Speaking about another bad idea, you know, basically, rumor had it a couple of weeks ago that Warner Brothers wanted to do a different Superman movie and everything. Instead of a sequel to Man of Steel, they wanted to get the story of Superman, Red Sun and everything, which is basically, you know, basically the idea of Superman, how he would turn out if he didn't land in America, but landed in Russia. That's a dumb idea. Don't get me wrong. It could be awesome and everything. And, you know, if it was a different time period, it would be a good idea and everything. But the thing is, DC is trying to, like, you know, push out their DCEU and trying to salvage it. And there is a little bit of hope of doing that. And having your next Superman movie be, like, you know, outside the DCEU as an Elseworld movie, yeah, that's a bit of a dumb idea for now. And to top it off, you got comic book fans complaining about way too much politics in comic books and everything, which is something that I'll get into some other time, you know. So do you really want some of these conservative quacks after you guys? Come on, think about it. Bad idea. And speaking of bad ideas, you know, let's go into the Marvel bad ideas. Well, not Marvel Studios itself, more like, you know, people that, like, you know, have a trademark to some Marvel characters. I'm talking about you, Fox. I'm talking about you with your idea of, like, you know, doing another Fantastic Four movie, which every Fantastic Four movie you guys have done has been shitty, but now you want to do it, like, in the perspective of kids, a kid's version of Fantastic Four. Fox, let it go. Let it go, alright? Either give back the rights to Marvel so they could do their own movie to have the Fantastic Four in the universe, which made them famous because Fantastic Four was the building block and pillar of Marvel Comics and everything. Give it back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and everything. You know, as dead as you guys have made the franchise, they can revitalize life into it, and they can do it correctly and everything. You know, while you guys have made money off X-Men, most of your X-Men movies have sucked and everything, but you made money off of those. Your Fantastic Four stuff, you guys suck with the Fantastic Four movies. Let it go, alright? Take a cue from Sony. If you want to make some money from Fantastic Four, still hold on to the rights, do a team up. But I know what a pouty little bitch you've been for the past couple of years, so you won't do it. But what's speaking about rights and everything, you know what Sony should do? You know, they should stop with the idea that, oh, we're going to do our own Spiderverse and everything. Come on, you just got Spider-Man Homecoming. You were fortunate with that. Team up with the MCU. You're making money. Good idea. Stick with that. Your company is failing and everything. You know, you want to get back on the good graces of fans. Leave it with the MCU for a longer time period. Don't jump the gun because your company is failing right now. and the only time you're getting money is with basically Spider-Man in the MCU. Keep on that, Sony. You know. Speaking about what you call MCU and Spider-Man, Spider-Man Homecoming is doing really good in the box office. I've actually done like, you know, my lowdown, and I am also like already recorded and will upload a video on my Easter eggs. Tons of Easter eggs and some things that I missed, but you know, Spider-Man Homecoming movie is awesome. Guys, go check it out. Another adaptation that's really awesome is the Castlevania Netflix series. Whoa, hey, my bus is here, but got any comments? Drop them below. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell when a new video loads. But until then, this is Token Dave, the Token Black guy, just trying to get by. I'll catch you guys later.